We are indeed starting a brand new channel. Now, this one is obviously still continuing. We've just started this whole new series, The Northern Voyage, where we're going to take you along as we explore the BC coast. But one thing which has changed this season is that I've gotten really into audio recording and recording the sounds of actually being out here on the water. And the feedback from that has been so wonderful. And some of the comments actually gave me an idea to start a whole new channel, which is focused just on the sounds of sailing. And so that's what it's called. The new channel is going to be Sounds of Sailing. And yeah, the purpose of the new channel is just to be a completely immersive soundscape combined with some beautiful images of sailing in all its various shapes and forms, in light winds, in heavier winds, just at anchor, enjoying the sounds of nature all around you. So the videos are absolutely not story driven. There's no talking, there's no music. It's just a sound experience.
Yeah, it's maybe a logbook for us, for the memories. Because it's funny, when you describe it, sailing this way, sailing that way, it sounds like it's three different sounds, but everywhere is slightly different. The waves are slightly different, the swell, the wind, if there was current, the types of wildlife and birds and splashing of fish. And sometimes sounds bring you back in memory. It's like, oh yeah, this reminds me of this or that.
Absolutely. And I mean, this is a brand new venture for me, and I'm definitely still learning about it. And you know, the first episode on Sounds of Sailing is hopefully going to be enjoyable, but it's hopefully, if all goes well, going to be the worst episode that I upload, because I want to just keep them growing and getting better. So I would love your feedback on, if you're interested in this, what do you want to see from a channel focused just on sounds? And I'm going to do my most to make that happen. Speaking of this channel, and I wanted to talk briefly about the direction that this channel is going, because I don't think we've been super explicit about that. And there's also always obviously room for suggestion and improvement there. I think a really concise way to say it is that if you look back at our videos before the refit, we are essentially going back to that style, but you know, with more video creating knowledge at this point and better equipment. But very story driven, very about the journey, not the destination. And trying to bring you into the beauty of the places that we explore. If you guys, I know some of you remember the North Through the Continent series. That's one of my favorites that we ever made. We went through all of Europe, from the south coast of France to the north coast of the Netherlands via inland waterways, canals and rivers. It was such a beautiful journey. And I think those videos really embody the way that I want to make videos. It's got a through line, and each episode tumbles into the next, and it shows the beauty of the place. It shows some of the struggles we encounter along the way, and it really tells a story. Now, I know that there is always a bit of a painful transition when you really change the tone of the channel. We experienced that when we began the refit, and I think we're probably going to experience that again, because, you know, when we began the refit, we got lots of comments from people being like, what, so you're not sailing anymore? You're just going to be in this dusty shed doing work? Well, bye, I'm not going to watch you anymore. And you know, this a similar thing, now that we've been doing refit so long, people really enjoy watching that. And I think there's definitely some folks upset that, you know, things change, but that's the nature of this. I mean, the whole point of a refit is that it doesn't last forever. It's working towards a goal, and we've now arrived at the goal. With that said, I think there is room still for more technical discussions and topics surrounding keeping the boat in top working condition when we're out here and all of that, because, you know, work doesn't entirely subside.
It never does.
Yeah.
Don't we all know that? Yeah.
However, I think a real difficulty that we've had with our channel kind of since its inception is we've always tried to straddle this balance between really beautiful story-driven voyage videos and the more technical side. And although there definitely is an audience that appreciates both, there's also a greater audience that is more interested in one or the other. And I think trying to always incorporate the both kind of waters down both experiences, where we never fully dive into the technical, and also the beauty of the surroundings is always interrupted by, like, you know, an oil change. So I think also trying to separate those two things is something that we are figuring out how to do while still bringing that content to both groups who are interested in it. So one idea, and we haven't committed to this yet, is to actually make another separate channel. Maybe this is getting a little crazy, but another separate channel where Aladino shares more of the technical details of the boat. The other option is to keep it all on this channel, but maybe like a separate series on the channel, so not the regular Friday episodes. That's starting to get a little bit hectic in terms of actual production schedule, because like it's just me doing all of the videos. I'm already sort of running a little on fumes in order to get these out every Friday while also filming and doing all of this, you know. But I'd be willing to give it a go if there's enough interest, especially if it means, you know, maybe I wouldn't commit to a regular schedule, but just like when something happens that's worth filming in terms of refit technical stuff, then I could make a separate episode about that for those of you who are interested. So yeah, separate channel or separate series on the same channel. Thoughts or ideas. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. It's just sort of, we gotta weigh it all up. So the Sounds of Sailing channel is now live. I will put links in the video description and in the top comment and all of that. You can also just search for Sounds of Sailing. The first episode is up there. Leave me your feedback if you like it, what you would like to see changed. I'll try to keep improving them. I have also made the sounds available on Bandcamp so that you can download them if you want to, or of course you can just watch them on YouTube. The idea currently is to produce a Sounds of Sailing episode from the main episodes that we are making. So you will notice that like most of the footage from the first Sounds of Sailing episode is from the first Northern Voyage episode that we just posted on Friday. So yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the audio.
Yeah, it's just a bit of ambience.
Don't leave this channel. And yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate you all sticking around.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
And as always, see you next Friday.